Movie notes on LBJ, 2016 film, May 2024 viewing. So I finished viewing this, and today is Thursday, May 2024. Historic in this way. I'm doing a movie notes video on this, and a historic day for the crow falling and dying in the backyard. That was quite sad. Okay, I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. There's a video of that particular dead bird down on this YouTube channel from today as well, at least currently. Okay. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And my description for this movie, for this 2016 film, LBJ, is a biographical film about the pathway to becoming United States of America president for Lyndon Baines Johnson, as well as some of the events of his presidency. I think when I introduced it, I said Lyndon Bird Johnson, Lady Bird Johnson, LBJ and LBJ. They were such obvious soulmates that they were even, she was nicknamed LBJ as well. And so if there's a golden standard in the United States of America politics at the presidential level for soulmates, it's kind of them, and like kind of unequivocally them. And based on what I've been reading and watching and stuff like this is notes on autobiography / biography and romance and soulmates specifically, is soulmates and people who have soulmates and are not afraid to be like, this is the love of my life, this is my soulmate, and they're very forward with their soul, like being like, I love my person. They get bullied and picked on a lot. Dang. True love is a interesting thing, right? But not for show love. They're doing something because they truly love it. It tends to come with a fair amount of hate. Yeah. Okay. But like that's like, I was born in approximately 1993. This guy was president before I was even born. So, like, by multiple decades. So, yeah, there's that. It says an ongoing thing, at least in the United States of America. Though not by Native Americans, right? Yeah. Okay. For this viewing, it's an eye-opening movie on how much LBJ was bullied and attacked by the Kennedy family, especially after he was inaugurated. Yes, as you guys know, I am not a fan of the Kennedy family. No member of the Kennedy family, whether they were president or not. Okay, and I have said before, at some point, I think he made at least one video, was Lyndon Johnson was my favorite United States of America president. And that remains unchanged. And I actually watched this movie the time before this with my grandma Connie. I was visiting her up in Oak Harbor, and we watched this one together. And he was a bit foul-mouthed, and he is. So it's rated R for language. So there's that tidbit. I'm going to point out soulmate. How was he obvious about his soulmate? I thought this was really quite poetically done on the movie crafters. LBJ, so Lyndon Baines Johnson, proposed marriage to his soulmate, Claudia Alta Lady Bird, on their first date, approximately 20 minutes into the date. The time stamp for this in the movie is around the 10.5 to 13.5 minutes into the film. And I thought that was, they were sitting in bed talking to each other after they were married and that kind of stuff. After they had daughters and stuff like that. Well, not stuff like that. But that I was like, they were talking, she was talking about how it was 20 minutes into their first date and he proposed. And I was like, I gotta check the timestamp on this in the movie. And it's like 12.5 to 13.5 minutes into the film. And I was like, oh, it's an A+ for Hollywood. Hollywood got that one right. That they're like, 20 minutes, this could have been about, how long you're into the movie is about how long you give up the question. Do you want to marry this guy that we're making the movie about? So I thought it was brilliant, actually. And my Leon wants this with me on our first date. So we still have not been on like a first date. We could be living together and not have like an official first date. And he's like, watch there be a Leonhardi Instagram account. And yes, it has been published in, what was it, Frenchly publication. The picture is courteous of Tanis Coralee Leonhardi and Leo Marchand's Instagram account. So I have seen that actually like printed, and I'm like so I'm talking about a publication that's already come out. Yeah, it turns out that a picture of Leo Marchand that I got published in that Toulouse publication was actually published earlier last year, so July 2023 as well as December 2023, and then it's been published again in like April 2024, like last month. And I was like, oh, my name's with Leo Marchand a lot. And then it was like, depending on how one reads that, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi and Leo Marchand's Instagram account. I was like, okay. But he's like, watch there be a Leonhardi account, because he wants to get like, do people like it if a man does this to his woman, right? And like, yeah, like within 20 minutes, I'm a lion. The kind of thing. And he has like 10 million followers or something like that, and like it just blows up and it goes everywhere or something like that. And I'm just like, and I don't feel anything. I don't know, it's like, not like I'm numb, just I'm like, it doesn't come through, like, it like, in getting my name in, like, press coverage with the pictures and stuff, I'm just kind of like, but it doesn't come through in, like, my social world, right? Except for, like, I tell my parents or my family, and they're like, oh, that's very cool, but that's, like, a little, yeah, so it's kind of, I don't know. And then I'm also gonna point out, so keeping in theme with the English, oh, and Leon also wanted me to add that if we do have that scenario where we're like on lockdown for 2 years and we give it 24 hours and there's like a pandemic or, you know, whatever's going on in the world or something like that, and we're like locked living together in his dream house in Woodway kind of thing. He said he will fly in cream of the crop Hungarian dentists and doctors, like, and maybe, you know, Marco Rossi is the dentist and Hubert Coase is the doctor. He's like, only the best for my friend, Tanis Leonhardi, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. So, okay. So, he's the biggest of cats. He wants that to be known. He is Leon. Okay, he wants to be known that he is Leon. Big cat. He loves that. Oh, he hadn't even thought about that. Gotta rub for the belly. Rub the belly. Okay, it makes him happy. Okay. Also, so LBJ, and he's very affectionate to his wife, and actually similar to George W. Bush from yesterday, my movie notes video from yesterday, or I actually talked about the Leo Marchand thing as well. George W. Bush, it was affectionate towards his soulmate, Laura, as well. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, love mattered for both of the individuals, which I thought was cool. And they both, so another similarity between both of them, they both had daughters. Right? And my parents had daughters, and I was like, and my parents are soulmates, and I was like, I don't know. It's an observation, right? Okay. So those are my movie notes on LBJ 2016 film, 30 May 2024 viewing.